The state of Brandenburg Prussia was formed in 1660 from the independent Ducal Prussia, the Electorate of Brandenburg, part of the Holy Roman Empire. They were both joined by the Frederick family. The government of Brandenburg Prussia was a principality, or monarchical feudatory, ruled by a monarch with the title of prince or princess, and is the historic and geographic denomination of the early modern realm of Brandenburgian Hohenzollerns between 1618 and 1701. After the death of Frederick William I, he passed the crown to his son, Frederick I of Prussia, and with his leadership came the apex in their power. Through the years, Brandenburg had had many successes and some failures. Brandenburg, through the leadership of Frederick I, defeated Sweden in the Great Northern War, with Russia, Saxony-Poland, Denmark-Norway, and Hanover. They also invaded and laid siege to Silesia, a province of Austria. Austria had reignited the war, which led to the invasion of Bohemia. Although they failed, the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle allowed Frederick II to keep Silesia. The Kingdom of Prussia was under Brandenburg rule from 1701 to 1918, which also became the leading kingdom of the German Empire.
Brandenburg Prussia's government was a principality, which meant that it was a monarchical feudatory ruled over by a prince or princess. In the middle of the 16th century, the Margraves of Brandenburg became highly dependent on the estates. Liabilities, tax income, and finance were controlled by the Krudewick, but unfortunately the Krudewick went bankrupt between 1618 and 1625. Joachim Frederick in 1604 created the council called Privy Council for the Electorate. He did this trying to try and reduce the influences of the estates. Before the 30-year wars, the territories of Brandenburg were politically independent from one another. Frederick William started to centralize the Brandenburg Prussian government in 1651 by trying to establish the Rat, but unfortunately it was unsuccessful. Instead, the elector continued to appoint a governor for each territory, who in most cases were a member of the Rat. The elector attempted to equalize the estates' governments by creating Amsterkramer chambers to coordinate the elector's tax income and privileges. Under Frederick Williams III's rule, Brandenburg Prussian territories were made into provinces under the monarchy.
Brandenburg Prussia used absolutism when Frederick William I passed the crown to his son Frederick I of Prussia. Brandenburg had no constitutionalism, which meant they had no way of distributing power evenly between all other people of Prussia. Instead, they had only one ruler. This type of power management had both good consequences and bad consequences. An absolutist government can help the leader avoid a possibly corrupt bureaucracy. The bureaucrats cannot also slow down the ruler's decisions. However, since the ruler only listens to his own voice, he may make bad decisions for the rest of his kingdom. Even through Prussia's absolutism, they were indisputably known as one of the most powerful and influential powers in Europe.
Brandenburg Prussia has survived many conflicts through the years of the 17th and 18th century, whether it is by pure skill or luck. Prussia was the leading absolutist power during the 17th and 20th centuries. Even though they had this absolutist government, Prussia was able to stay strong. The passing of the crown made only one ruler to have all the power and leadership ability, which would be a negative factor in their empire. Even through its many times of war, they were able to expand and become prosperous.